Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Drive Like Hell #1. This is a new book from Dark Horse Comics. Let's take a look at the creative team before we get into this book. This book is written by Douek with art by Alex Cormack, letters by Hassan, Otsmane-Elhaou. So what's going on here? I saw a car on the cover of this book and I was like, well, I need to read that. So in this issue, Bobby Ray had it made. One last big job, then it was Splitsville. Set for life with his girl by his side. Then everything went wrong, and poor Dahlia took a bullet to the brain as they made their escape. The thing is, dear Dahlia didn't stay dead. Now Bobby's found himself plunged into a battle of otherworldly proportions, and if he wants to get out of Dodge with his skin intact, he's going to have to drive like hell. What a fun title. I just really like that. I went into this book not having read the synopsis. I love going into a book cold like that. Like, if your cover doesn't tell me everything I need to know to be hyped up about this book, then it's not as successful as a cover. But this one really nailed it. I love the title. I love the visual of the car. And then as we get into the book, like, this concept is bonkers. It's incredible. Like, there's so many questions about like what's going on with this car, what's going on with Bobby Ray and Dahlia, like, why is she back from the dead, and then just the visuals from this car. So let's take a look at some of the art here. As I mentioned, just really outstanding visuals. I will say some of the tones were a little bit darker and not hard for me to see, but just they definitely don't. I feel like they hide a little bit of the detail that I would love to see a little bit more of. Like, specifically here, as they're driving in the car, like, I just want to see all the details in the car, even if it's on fire, right? Whereas we see Dahlia coming back to life, like, there's so many shadows around that you don't get to see. You don't really understand maybe what's going on until she says something later on. The non-linear story, I think, also helps to build that suspense because you don't know what's going on. Like, how did they plan this job? Why is this the last one? How long have they been doing? Like, there's a lot of questions for these characters that we can definitely get into. I do love the contrast of the narration boxes, how it's pink in some of these cases. It, like, just that nice contrast from everything that's going on in the background, right? From these very dark, warm colors to something a little bit more soft and cool. I think it helps the reader just separate some of the narration from what's going on. There's a lot of really cool stunts for the car, big chases, big sequences. I will say I am interested in knowing what happens next. I don't know that I need to know exactly what happens next month. I feel like this is going to read a lot better than Trade because like any chase, like any like speed chase that you see on the TV or something, you kind of want to see it all the way through, right? So having to wait month to month for this, I think, might be a bit of a tall ask. So we'll see. I might check out issue #2 and see if the pacing has changed or if anything, or if it becomes a little bit more episodic. But I feel like this is going to be like one big go. And I think it would just present itself better as a trade. So we'll see. If you have read this book, though, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.